1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan, the news read by Muhammad Zubair Khan. First, the headlines. The government has banned import of non-essential and luxury items to control inflation, stabilize foreign exchange reserves, strengthen economy, and reduce country's reliance on imports. Minister for Planning and Development has called for dialogue to promote tolerance in the society. The Egyptian naval commander has commended Pakistan Navy's efforts for maritime peace and security in the region. An Indian court of notorious National Investigation Agency convicts Chairman Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front Yasin Malik in a false case. IMF chief has urged the international community to take immediate actions to tackle food crisis in low and middle income countries. Gulf Cooperation Council has welcomed European Union's foreign policy chief's announcement on GCC-EU strategic partnership in diverse fields. And now the news in detail. The government has banned import of non-essential and luxury items to control inflation, stabilize foreign exchange reserves, strengthen economy, and reduce country's reliance on imports. This was announced by Minister for Information Maryam Aurangzeb while addressing a news conference in Islamabad this evening. She said the import of luxury items which have been banned include vehicles, mobile phones, home appliances, dry and fresh fruits, crockery, private weapons, decoration items, preserved and frozen food items, cosmetics, and confectionery items. The minister said the government is working on an emergency fiscal plan and economic management whose annual impact will be around $6 billion. Maryam Aurangzeb said Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is making strenuous efforts to provide relief to the common man. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has decided to hold 10-day celebrations on the 24th anniversary of nuclear blasts conducted by Pakistan on 28th of May 1998. In a statement today, Minister for Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb said the Prime Minister has directed that Yawm-e-Takbir should be celebrated with national spirit in the style of Diamond Jubilee celebrations of 75 years of establishment of Pakistan. The Prime Minister has directed the Federation, 4 provinces, Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan to jointly hold the celebrations. The national celebrations on Yawm-e-Takbir will be started from today under the theme Na Jhuke The, Na Jhukenge. The National Assembly will meet at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Besides legislative business, the House will discuss matters of national and international importance. Minister for Planning, Development and Reforms Ahsan Iqbal has stressed the need to promote tolerance in the society that could lead to a vibrant and moderate nation. Addressing a ceremony in Islamabad today, he urged ulama, scholars and political leadership to play their role in this regard as rising polarization in society is becoming a major impediment in development of the country. The minister said we should promote dialogue to resolve our differences in the society. He said same practice should also be adopted by Muslim nations to end the internal conflicts. Federal Minister for Overseas Pakistanis and Human Resource Development Sajid Hussain Turi has said overseas Pakistanis are a valuable asset of the country and all possible steps would be taken for their welfare. He was talking to Chairman National Database and Registration Authority Muhammad Tariq Malik, who called on him in Islamabad today. During the meeting, the minister pointed out the issues and difficulties faced by expatriates in accessing NADRA services. Speaking on this occasion, the chairman NADRA said that centers set up abroad has been restored for expatriates. The federal minister was briefed that the main branches of NADRA offices in Pakistan now have dedicated counters for overseas Pakistanis to provide facilitation and technical support. Minister for Climate Change Senator Sherry Rahman visited UAE Embassy in Islamabad today and extended condolences to the royal family, the people and government of the United Arab Emirates on the death of former President Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Speaking on the occasion, the minister said Pakistan shares the grief of UAE royal family and people of the United Arab Emirates. She said Pakistani people are deeply saddened over the death of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, who was a true and sincere friend of Pakistan. This is Radio Pakistan. Naval Chief Muhammad Amjad Khan Niazi has held meetings with the Egyptian naval commander and other military officials during his official visit to Egypt. The host authorities commended Pakistan Navy's efforts for maritime peace and security in the region. National Highway Authority has prepared an alternative route at Hassanabad on Karakoram Highway on the directions of Minister for Communications Asad Mahmood. 40 tons of weight can easily be transported from this route. A temporary bridge will soon be built there. According to NHA, construction of permanent standard bridge is continuing at an accelerated pace under the supervision of Chairman National Highway Authority Muhammad Khurram Agha and prominent expert Dr. Muhammad Iqbal. Hassanabad Bridge collapsed following glacier outburst. In the latest act of political vendetta against the Kashmiri Hurriyat leaders, a court of India's notorious National Investigation Agency officially convicted today the illegally detained Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front chairman Muhammad Yasin Malik in a false case registered against him. Special Judge of NIA Court Praveen Singh directed the authorities of the probing agency to assess Yasin Malik's financial situation to determine the amount of fine to be imposed and posted the matter for arguments on quantum of sentence on May the 25th. The JKLF chairman has been charged under various sections of Draconian Law, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act and Indian Penal Code, including waging war against India. The International Monetary Fund has said that Russia-Ukraine war has led to food shortages and sharply higher prices, urging international community to take immediate actions to stop violence in low and middle income countries. In a statement, Managing Director of IMF Kristalina Georgieva said that war has created energy, fertilizers and food crises around the globe. The IMF chief warned that due to Russia-Ukraine war, hunger triggers social unrest and violence in poor countries. Gulf Cooperation Council has welcomed the announcement of High Representative of the European Union for strategic partnership in diverse fields, especially for peace and progress. In a statement, Secretary General Dr. Naif Al-Hajraf welcomed the announcement of High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Josep Borrell, on accrediting the joint action paper for the European Parliament and European Commission regarding the strategic partnership with the Gulf. Russia says it will give a positive response as soon as Ukraine expresses willingness to return to the negotiating table. In a statement, Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko said that the negotiation process was not interrupted by Russia, but it was put on pause by Ukraine. The United States has reopened its embassy in Ukraine after closing it for 3 months. In a statement, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that Washington would continue to support the government and people of Ukraine as they defend their country from the Russian aggression. And finally, the weather report. Hot weather is expected in most plain areas of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind, thunderstorm and gusty winds are expected at isolated places in Gilgit-Baltistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, Islamabad and Upper Punjab. Dust storm with dust-raising winds are likely in central and southern districts of Punjab. And now once again the headlines. The government has banned import of non-essential and luxury items to control inflation, stabilize foreign exchange reserves, strengthen economy and reduce country's reliance on imports. Minister for Planning and Development has called for dialogue to promote tolerance in the society. The Egyptian naval commander has commended Pakistan Navy's efforts for maritime peace and security in the region. An Indian court of notorious National Investigation Agency convicts Chairman Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front Yasin Malik in a false case. IMF chief has urged the international community to take immediate actions to tackle food crisis in low and middle income countries. Gulf Cooperation Council has welcomed European Union Foreign Policy Chief's announcement on GCC-EU strategic partnership in diverse fields. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.